These are reasons why I hated staying in LA as a black woman.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Good! Say it louder.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
There are 3 things that I really wish I knew before moving to Dallas.
If you are planning on moving to the state of Nevada, for the people that live in Greensboro, North Carolina, how do y'all fucking date?
Bitch, is it just me, or is being black in Las Vegas a completely different experience than being black in a different city?
I had this one boyfriend out here. He was from LA, mind you. He was mixed. He was racially ambiguous. And he would always remind me that somebody that was light-skinned like him with loose curly hair would not really date somebody as dark as me or as black as me, as he would say. And that I should be grateful that somebody that looks like him would want to be with somebody that looks like me.
God sends you a biracial man when you don't cry. So if you've never cried, you're not a crier. And God sends you that biracial man, God is going, hey, time to cry.
Ah, shit. Get your tea and your popcorn because we have hit yet another psychological jackpot. So I see a lot of women talking about how they're the blueprint, how nobody likes exoticals, how, they are the preference. Exoticals only attract dusties. Exoticals are isolated. Nobody likes us. We're not included in any community. So I thought that I would go ahead and put together a compilation of the queens talking about their experiences in all of the major cities in the United States, because you know how the dating coach Anwar, he was talking about how North Carolina and Maryland are really good places for black women to go and date, and they're thriving out there. But let's take a look at women who actually live in those places.
Okay, I'm 3 weeks into being in DC. Is this what you guys are going through in DC? In the DMV? Hey, because sorry, I met you an hour or two ago and you were begging to come to my house after I said I don't want you to come. Are you homeless?
Our next contestant is Warren. Okay, so there's no more balloons, so go ahead and go.
One of the most common issues that I come across with the men from Baltimore is the lack of personality and also the lack of conversational skills. I've seen it quite literally up until a couple of days ago. With these men, the question isn't whether or not they want to talk to me, it's what they want to talk to me about. I've had men where I won't respond to their message because there's quite literally nothing to respond to. Each and every conversation is quite literally, hey, what you doing? What are you doing later? How are you feeling? And that's quite literally it.
Portland amplifies the experience of being a black woman. People feeling invisible, people feeling alienated. It goes to like experiencing colorism, even texturism. It goes into microaggressions and experiencing microaggressions in a lot of places. It's people fetishizing you also.
Let me tell y'all something, ladies and fellas too. But to my ladies in South Carolina that's looking to date in South Carolina, baby, you need to be asking the following questions. Do you have my chart down on your phone? When's the last time you've been checked?
One, your husband is probably not here.
The black men are not checking for the black women in LA, especially if you dark skinned.
You need to figure out how you're going to infiltrate. You need to put in the work.
For example, there's a lot of black events that happen out here in Las Vegas, but to find them, you gotta get like Nancy Drew and really go searching.
Dallas is a big suburb. It is extremely sprawled out. Everyone lives in the DFW area, and that makes it hard for you to foster connections with people.
And I mean, we're experiencing anti-blackness from all groups. Even though it's a predominantly white city, you experience it on all fronts. And so I find that I've been able to find sisterhood with black women so much easier because of that. Like, I was really depressed and I hated the city. And so this is coming from somebody who's been here for 8 years and has learned to fall in love with the city and really make it my own.
And these also tend to be the men that don't really have much life experiences, never really left the city, don't really have any hobbies. Like, they just went to school, go to work, and call it a day.
I never met black men to openly say they don't deal with black women inside of LA.
Before I moved to Dallas, I used to always say, my husband in Dallas, my husband in Dallas, my husband in Dallas. I don't know what part of my ass I pulled that out of, but so far the man hasn't located me yet.
And then it's like, okay, cool, you haven't really gotten out much. At least you can contribute to a conversation. They quite literally can't because they don't really know anything. So it's like, what can they talk about? And with men like these, I always wonder, how did they past relationships look like? Like, did they just get with the girl and was like, okay, you look good, you think I look good, let's just look good together? Silence, just vibes. I get bored easily. I can't entertain someone that can't hold a conversation, and an entertaining one at that. I'm sorry.
It's Wednesday. What time is it? Let me look at my other phone. It's 6:09 p.m. I'm outside walking around downtown because I don't got shit else to do. And ain't nobody out here. I mean, which is expected because it's Greensboro. But like any other place, like you could go out, meet someone your age, go to a bar, you might meet somebody. You can't do that here. So do y'all long distance date, or do y'all just not fucking date? Or are y'all from here? I'm not from here. So if you're from here, did you find like you're a person in high school or some shit? Because I'm not understanding.
Also, you have to beg for friends here in Dallas. Not literally, but pretty much.
But yes, they absolutely do not like black women. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I don't even be seeing people my age outside unless it's like a big event. And I'm 33. The people I see outside is like college age. I don't never see nobody in my age group outside. Like, where the fuck do y'all be at?
Where do the black people be hanging out at? I stayed in LA for 7 years. Still never found out.
Having to go out in life and code switch, and you go to work and people want you to smile.
People have already formed their cliques and their groups before you already made it to Dallas, and you need to beg to be a part of their group.
I've always had very high confidence and self-esteem, but when I moved to LA, maybe like that first year or 2 years, it did like really mess up my confidence and self-esteem.
And do that fake corporate shit, and then you come home, you tired, you don't really feel like going out. Like, people ask you how you are, you're probably just gonna be like, I'm good, I'm cool, but you're really not.
Black men come here with like this straight up fantasy and dream about what LA is, and so they feel like, well, why would I'm coming here to chase my dream is white women, so why would I date black women?
So the guy that I went on a date with is from Baltimore, West Baltimore to be exact. So I was tweeting and I was like, oh, do y'all think it's weird that I don't know nothing about football? He tweeted me back and was like, yeah, you need to know about football, shorty. Whatever, let's go to a football game. I'm like, all right, cool. And I thought he was just being on some cool stuff, like some friendly stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I DM him and I was like, oh, let me know about tickets, like, because I can pay my own way.
Nobody here dates for relationships.
I never was in a position where I was always looked over by men.
I want to be clear and saying that some of these men out here are really too cuckoo for my motherfucking Cocoa Puffs, okay? Y'all have at it. Y'all do y'all thing. Y'all fuck with them. I won't be.
You just feel like there's no relief. You feel like you're living the same day over and over. You feel like there's nothing's like really letting up. And you feel like no one understands that feeling.
Then I just met other black women that felt the same way in LA. It is a lot of posers and fake and facade in LA.
Okay, what's your mother's first and last name? What's her maiden name if she's married? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy's mama?
As a black woman, I felt very alone.
In LA, don't nobody got a job. And everybody think they somebody.
Then you need to go down his family tree.
Almost every black man that comes here as a transplant, they come here to LA and they don't fuck with us.
Don't come out here with the intention of thinking you're gonna date.
They don't fuck with us.
It's trash.
I do think that they think the way to get to success is through whiteness.
You got to go through the family tree, because 9 times out of 10, you could be screwing a cousin that you don't even know about. I've never experienced this many mishaps while dating, ever. A brother, a sister. Hell, you could be screwing a daddy.
It's never been this bad and this repeated where it's back to back to back to back to back.
So I gave him the address or whatever, and so he picks me up, right? Like, after he started getting some drinks in him, he just started acting like low-key belligerent. And, like, the bartender has to tell him several times, like, hey, bro, like, let's use our inside voice. And, like, he's mad embarrassing. Like,
how do we get into dating the other people? Like, where do they hang out?
It's like half of all the women is selling you know what. Half all the men think they pimp.
Where do y'all find them at?
Nevada's not the place to actively date. As a matter of fact, not only Nevada, I'm going to say the West Coast as a whole is not a good place to date.
Other men. How do I find y'all? Where do I need to go?
Y'all always want to get busy on the first night. Like, what's up with y'all? Like, for real, what's up with y'all?
Where do I need to hang out? How do I need to dress? Like, let me know what I'm doing wrong.
You just want to do it, and then you pull it out, and then it's little, and then I don't never even want to hear your name again.
I've never experienced this shit ever. And the only people I'm bumping into are people from California, from Vegas, or from Arizona.
Like, this is why I always fall back into to be with my baby father. Because I'd rather deal with him. I'd rather deal with somebody that know me, that I know him, and yeah. You got to deal with no new shit.
I have yet to meet somebody that is from a different state that is here actively dating, because I feel like we pretty much all know now at this point there's no point in doing it, because these motherfuckers out here don't know how to date.
Jordan, you know exactly who the fuck it is. And I called to tell your punk ass this. If we can't be friends, I think we should be enemies. I think that's the best thing for us. If I ever happen to see you out here in these streets or whatsoever, or skipping down your house, skipping up out of your house or something, I'm liable to up the whole 50 on you, feel me? Unless you have it too, you know what I'm saying? So, I think from now on you should just be my op.
They don't know what dating is. They all date with ulterior motives, hidden agendas. If you're moving here, just move here in a relationship already, and please hold on to that relationship to the best of your abilities, because you're not gonna find nobody out here, especially if you're not from here. You're gonna have the worst time dating if you're not from any part of the West Coast. This is a culture shock for me, because I'd rather move back home and find my woman. Like this, it's a wrap at this point. I'm deleting the app, and I'm gonna mind my business and stay in my own fucking lane until I move out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, because this ain't it.
How I feel about dating in Virginia.
The fuck is that? Shit! I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town.
All that talk about the preference to baby mama pipeline, the fact that exoticals are supposedly the poster children for attracting dusties, but if you actually look at the anecdotal evidence from the Black Girl Magic blueprints themselves, looks like a lot of the things they were saying about exoticals was actually a projection. And that's why they are flocking to the channels of multiracial women like c0loristt, who has said dozens of times that she's not even a dating channel, but you've got women propping her up on a pedestal and trying to follow what she says, because at the end of the day, they wish they could have the status that a woman like c0loristt would have. So I find it interesting that people say mixed women, light-skinned black women, women who have silkier hair texture, supposedly we're so ugly and weird-looking and hideous, and, you know, we only attract dusties, yet most people want to date us or create us, because they're over here making TikToks about how to date interracially. So if they actually achieve their dream of becoming a trad wife to a white man, what are they going to create? They're going to create an exotical. If they actually achieve their dream of getting married to a Korean man, they're going to create a Blasian exotical. But what do you ladies think? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll talk to you next time. Stay pretty, ladies.